What is going on, everyone? I hope you're doing well. Today, Jamie and I are teaching a full day of school, but then after school, we are going to be flying to the state of Kentucky. Now, I've never been to Kentucky, but I'm looking forward to going and filming lots of English lessons there for you. Unfortunately, I got a little bit of a late start. Right now, it is about 6:10 in the morning. I really wanted to leave about 20 minutes earlier, but I double checked everything to make sure I had everything I needed for my flight. Did you notice I used the term, I got a late start? You can say this when you wanted to leave earlier, but for some reason, you couldn't. I also used double checked. That basically means you check everything twice, just to make sure you didn't miss anything. And right now, as I'm driving, there is no snow on the ground, but let's check it out. When I leave school today, there might be a little bit of snow on the road. Just a little bit though, not too much. Please let me know in the comments, are you an early bird or are you a night owl? A couple reasons I like getting up before everyone else is I always get a good parking place at my work. I usually get a lot of work done before everyone else shows up. And sometimes you get to see some beautiful sunrises. Behind me is the old high school. It's looking pretty rough, but guess what? In front of me is the new one and the sky looks beautiful. I have about 6 hours of teaching ahead of me, so wish me luck. Hopefully I have energy left at the end of the day. I made it to lunch. It's lunchtime right now. Still not too tired, and it's mostly raining out. Not a lot of snow yet. I'm not too tired, but I still have a long day ahead of me. I don't plan on sleeping until after midnight. My school lets out or finishes at 2 o'clock. I had to get out of the parking lot quickly because I need to catch my flight, but I was out in about 3 minutes. I think that might be a record. Next stop, the airport. It's about 2:10. I have about a 30-minute drive. My plane takes off at 4:30. I think I'm doing pretty good on time. I'm glad the snow held off. That's another way to say it started a little later than we thought. Just mostly rain right now. The temperature is 34 degrees Fahrenheit, so hopefully it doesn't turn to snow in the next couple minutes. Right now I'm standing in a parking garage. We just parked our car. You can see it's a little cold out because you can see my breath. But I want to teach you the difference between hourly parking and long-term parking. We are going to be gone for 3 days, so we need long-term parking. If you go to long-term parking, you pay by the day, and here it's $14 a day. But maybe you're just picking somebody up from the airport, then you want hourly parking. You pay by the hour, and we are parked in 4D. I took a picture so I wouldn't forget where I was parked in 3 days. Okay, we are inside the airport now. If you ever come to the Portland Jetport, which is the biggest airport in Maine, you might see some moose and some other animals native to this state. Right now, I'm going up to the second floor on an escalator. One of the first things you'll have to do when you get to the airport is to go through security so they can check your bags. We landed in Baltimore. I also think teacher Mike is from Baltimore. I'm going to text him to see if he is from Baltimore. We had a little turbulence on our flight. That's when the plane shakes when it's up in the air, but it wasn't too bad. I had an aisle seat. Jamie was sitting in the middle seat, and there was a guy next to us. He had a window seat. Does that make sense? I was near the aisle, the middle of the plane, but we were treated to a beautiful sunset. I just flew from Portland, Maine to Baltimore, Maryland, but I want to get to Louisville, Kentucky. Right now, I'm waiting for a second plane to take me to Louisville. I have a layover in Baltimore. That's what we call it when you can't get a direct flight. I can't fly from Portland to Louisville. I have to go from Portland to Baltimore and then to Louisville. So I have a layover in Baltimore. I'm waiting in line to board the plane. That's the verb I use, board the plane, like get on the plane. Somebody in front of me is also wearing dad shoes, but I don't think he's a dad. On this flight to Louisville, I did get a window seat this time. We just touched down here in Louisville, and the next thing we need to do is get our rental car. Those guys are called baggage handlers, and this is a tray table. I forgot, we are in the South, and they do have tornadoes down here sometimes. A tornado shelter will keep you safe in case there is a tornado. One thing that Kentucky is known for is a type of alcohol called bourbon. And there are bourbon signs all over the place. Took us quite a while, but we finally found our rental car. Made it to the hotel. This is the Best Western, and one of my favorite restaurants is right across the street. It's a Waffle House. If you've been watching my English lessons for any length of time, you know I need a fan to sleep. I didn't want to bring my fan on the plane, but I did stop at a Walmart and bought a fan so that I could sleep tonight. I hope your English is a little bit better after watching this long day I had. If you're looking for more English lessons, right up there is an English lesson I did while driving to Canada. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.